Oh, hey guys. ah. Oh, look at us. Man, missed y'all, huh? What are y'all doing in here? What's up, guys? You guys act like we've been gone for 2 weeks. That's crazy. I didn't get one text from nobody. Happy Friday. What are you guys doing today? Everybody's at work, huh? I guess we are too, though. Camila Burnley, first time since I joined the Patreon. I got a live. Excited. Welcome, everybody. Let's show a warm welcome to Miss Burnley, huh? Welcome, Miss. Let's get some welcome claps in the chat. I say the chat a lot because I stream on Twitch, so that's just kind of like lingo, even though I know you guys are the stage crew. But when I look over to the chat, there's Angel. I think so. He kept playing around, and God's like, you know what? Just come home.
Come on, alpha male. Hi, hey, beautiful people.
We're just talking to them for a little bit.
Oh, I'm so that damn Starbucks was a shit show. We got there. Marcus went in and ordered it. 7:25.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay.
Usually they make it fast. It's waiting, right? For the most part.
Yes. So I'm thinking at the latest we'll roll out at 7:35.
Mm-hmm.
It's right around the corner from the school, so he takes 2 minutes to drop him off. I was like, yeah, 20 minutes to get to work. I had to roll up in there at 7:45 and was like, where is the food? Where are these drinks? It's just add water.
Was it busy?
It was crazy busy.
Oh no.
But then for them to, they had told him when he was placing the order, it'll be 5 minutes. So I was like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what y'all meant. Y'all should have said,
right.
It'll be like you're at a regular restaurant ordering hot food and, crafted drinks.
Yeah.
Because I assessed the time before I pulled up to Starbucks. I was like, oh, no, we didn't have any time. And then for them not to have my drink, oh, Jesus.
Beater for life. I was on Crafts and Cocktails. Season, what was that? 1, right? When we were still in the old kitchen. Not the original kitchen, because that's Angel's house. That was a quick season. The one at your house.
Oh, yeah, it was. All right, that's a preview of what this would be. All right. I missed you back. Yes, ma'am. About to shoot is the thing. We're already live. What's going on?
You want to mute it? Okay.
We're gonna be shooting both for the Rayborn first. Thank you. I'm about to do it, typing it up right now, so you're about to see it.
And Mama Dorothy.
You're done. Congratulations.
She done with school?
Yep, she turned in her last paper.
Please tell her, say congratulations, and I'm proud of her.
Josh said congratulations, Mom. Thank you. Okay, so I'll talk. Okay, I'm gonna try to record Amar. Amar has a fashion show.
I'm gonna unmute her as soon as she gets off the phone, guys, so it's not blaring in your ears.
All right. Love you too. Bye-bye. Why I feel like I saw something about some yard house. Am I losing my mind?
Mm-mm. It was a joke about the roach.
Oh.
The water bug came and visited.
Yes. That goddamn.
Angel, I went like this and pulled down, and I just heard a.
Mm-mm.
And I
Talking
jumped.
about.
I was like, it would have left my body again.
Yes. Oh, listen, Josh. I don't know how you did it. I would have. Yeah,
If
would
I
have been
wasn't
pissed on it.
vulnerable in a position that I was in,
Oh, I just. I'm sorry for the trauma that you just went through. Sorry for the trauma. Oh, I pressed. Did I mute everything? All right. Oh my God, today. I missed you guys in the comments, in the live chat, I should say. It's been a long time coming, but we are back. Oh my gosh, it's not in the docket, but I might bring it up.
Mm.
I got my African ancestry results yesterday. It was
is it crazy?
amazing experience. Probably the best experience. Hands down. I've done ancestry.com, but this one is African ancestry.
It's different.
Oh my God.
I always wonder how they go back so far, though.
They said they have, so ancestry.com only has about 3,000 African descendants or people in the African what is it, the entire, it can't be the entire African diaspora, but anyways, 30,000 samples that they're basing your connection off of. No, not 33. African ancestry has 33,000.
Oh.
So they're able to get more specific.
What if there's one for Latinx?
And you're like, who? Come on,
Because
somebody.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, for me, my questioning was just like, okay, I'm second generation, but my grandfather, they came over, got his citizenship. So for me, I'm just like, how does it go past him? The practicality of it for me doesn't make sense in my head.
So the thing is, they're like, what? Did I spell something wrong? Because this is taking me to a site that don't exist. So the way they explained it to me, that there are certain DNA markers that your maternal side, it never changes. It goes from your great grandmother down to your grandmother, down to your mother, down to you, but like also tracing back a lot further. And what they do is they compare that specific DNA marker and see who else has that same specific DNA marker.
Oh, so it's kind of like it puts two puzzle pieces next to each other until it gets similar.
Yes.
Okay.
So that means, say they get to your great grandmother, and they are able to, there's the DNA marker that you would also have, but so would any of her descendants of whoever she birthed. So say if that great grandmother had 3 kids, and only one of them is your great grandmother.
Yeah.
But then if she had a son, all of his children would have that same DNA marker.
So
that's in you.
Okay, so whatever little print is in me is also in all those, but that one print for me is one of one.
No, it's not. I wouldn't say it's one of one. No, it is it's hers. It's the person.
But that specific print is like their ID number that gets
it gets passed down. Yes, it does not change. Hi, how are you, friend? Yeah. Good to see you.
We're talking about Angel's ancestry.
What are you, Nigerian?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure I have some of that in me, but they won't release my results. They did the reveal yesterday. For my maternal side, so from my mother's side and all the way up all the mothers on that side, I'm from Sierra Leone.
Diamonds are forever. Forever.
I'm of the Mende tribe specifically.
Tribe.
Yes.
They can do that?
Yes.
We pronounce it Mande in my language.
Well, listen, can't nobody get that type of DNA.
I don't know if there's
tracker.
Oh, there's Somos Ancestria. Come on.
Oh, come on, Josh. Get it. And I think that would get me there on time.
Welcome, Somos.
And
That's
because
funny.
I've been able to trace
They
my
got
ancestry
merch.
back to there, Sierra Leone has a program where they'll give you dual citizenship.
Looks a little sus though.
Oh,
You can get. Oh, you're gonna get the citizenship.
you already know. They have it.
You should
Have
go
it.
there and take the photo and then post about it. Like, hey, by the way, I'm from here, so this is me now.
Yeah, I'm from here.
All right, let's start.
I just want you to know the Jamie Foxx, Dave Chappelle link was not in the thing.
Did you see the?
No, the image was, but the somehow that link is not.
Oh, I just put it for reference.
Okay.
You saw the Kevin Samuel stuff?
Huh?
You saw the Kevin Samuel stuff?
Yeah.
So him did. I just was talking to Josh about it. Him did.
No,
It's like the stages of getting reported right now.
that all happened yesterday.
Well, I saw
Man.
the rumors yesterday, but I
Man.
wasn't sure
Nah,
until I started seeing more posts this morning. Really?
So is So wait a minute, real quick. Boom, boom, boom. How are we doing the ants? What is
This is bonus. We can do that after if you want. Can they hear me?
No.
Oh, it is bonus.
Are we muted?
Yeah. Oh, did you post it? You're good.
Yeah.
Do you want to be muted?
No. They just I saw comments that said they couldn't hear me.
Oh yeah. I mean, you just sat down. I was gonna wait till we're about to get started.
I was gonna do the bonus first and then the main.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. All
I'm
right, y'all
just
ready?
confused still. Uh-huh.
And 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage.
That
She's
chick ain't
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Bingers all 2022. Bingers all for you.
You said 2022.
I know I've been messing up. It only took me to the 5th month of the year to start
That's
saying
right. I'll be saying Happy New Year still.
Happy New Year. Quick church announcement, please. For my birthday, get your tickets to your Keep Your Distance comedy show. It's one that you will enjoy. People are saying it's one of the best ever. People are saying, so you got to be there to find out.
How was your birthday?
It was great. Well, we'll see how great it was when these ticket results come back. We'll see how much I'm loved. All I've asked for is Keep Your Distance tickets. That's all I've asked. If you don't have enough for that, donate to my tip hub in my Instagram, my link tree.
Still don't love that.
I know. Can we call it?
Donate to
something
my
else?
tip hub.
Nope.
No.
I
It's
still
a
really
hub
don't
of
like it.
tips.
I just
Yeah,
don't
that's
like
what
the
it
It's a
sounds
hub
like
of
it is.
tips.
Yes,
People
it's-
get tips. They put them in the hub.
Mhm.
Tip
That's
hub.
exactly. People do put a tip in
All
the
right.
hub.
People put a tip in the hub. People put tips in hubs all the time. Short period of time, long periodical time. Tips be going in hubs. I put tips in hubs. I put tips in hubs. I put tips in hubs. Sometimes I put shafts in too.
Oh!
All right. This is the bonus episode. And last night, most of yesterday, self-proclaimed image consultant Kevin Samuels was rumored to be gone on to meet him.
Mm-hmm.
I was on set and I seen it on Twitter because I had a lighter day yesterday as far as like actually being on camera.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw,
Me too.
you know, I saw the reports. I mean, the rumors.
Uh-huh.
And there's a lot of different facets of this, but we'll start with how it unfolded for me. So, it was just rumored by random Twitter accounts.
Uh-huh.
They saying Kevin Samuels died. So what do? Always name Google News,
There you
right?
go.
Going for credible
Come on.
articles.
Come on.
Name Google News,
Mhm.
right? It ain't coming up,
Right.
okay? And
Because
so I'm like, dang,
Google don't care about that.
yeah. Google was like, who? Kevin Federline,
Right.
Debo
Be
Samuels.
like, if you ain't talking about Kevin Hart, we don't know what
We
black
don't
man
know
you're
that.
talking about.
So I was like, man. So then I saw, I won't say less credible sites, but I'll say small blog pages,
Mhm.
right? That started reporting it. And then it was like, friend of the family, Anton something,
Oh.
said he died.
Antoine.
To me, there's no validity to that because I don't know his friends or family.
Wait a minute. Ashley said, Google said, booty tank.
Hilarious.
Go is.
So I'm like, what? It ain't like if I passed away and it said Angel said he
Right.
passed. That's a friend that people know would not post that I died if I did not been dead.
I surely wouldn't.
Right? No, as far as I know, I don't know Kevin Samuels' family. I don't know that his family's ever been publicized.
Uh-huh.
I don't know any of his friends. It was just Kevin Samuels in the world,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So I'm like, maybe Anton is his friend, right?
Right.
Then I believe for me, it was Revolt was the first site with any credibility that I had known before.
Right.
Actually, there's a gossip site, Gossip of the City T or something,
Uh-huh.
right? And they reported it, and they usually don't be off.
Mhm.
I've got certain friends and family who are big into the gossip world. We share secrets. The group chat is the group chat.
Oh, well, come on.
So I hit my friend. I was like, yo, this your gossip site? They said Kevin Samuels done gone on. And she was like, yeah, that's it. And in our group chat history, this gossip site has never been wrong. Right? So I'm like, dang, he probably gone on, to meet him. And maybe 15, 20 minutes later, that gospel site posted the police report. The incident call to 911, which triggered me to be like, how are people getting these information?
For money?
Exactly. I don't even know where you call to get it.
I feel like you got to know somebody on the inside who's like, I'll give it to you for 300
Right.
or 3,000, whatever that number is.
Mhm.
Then maybe 30 minutes after that, it was on Revolt
Mhm.
News, which meant a lot of other blog sites of similar height and relevance
Mhm.
were quoting that as a source, which doesn't mean they are right.
Right.
Right. I think it's called daisy chaining. And it's basically when one person says something, one news site says something, and another site doesn't independently report that. They just say,
This
they
site
said that,
this.
right? And this
Uh-huh.
is how people get things wrong. Like the person who told Tahir that I got a cousin in the Pentagon,
Oh my God.
and they saying this and that. And Tahir, he can't independently verify that. So he just tells somebody else, hey, it's my friend's cousin in the Pentagon. And then everybody's cousin in the Pentagon done said something, but nobody worked at the
Yeah, my
Pentagon.
cousin said we're going
Nobody.
into cardinal law.
Right. Right. So then Mark Lamont Hill said, I spoke to various sources, Philip Lewis. So then I'm just like, dang.
He did.
And maybe he gone. Once it was kind of confirmed, there was on Twitter basically reveling in the digital streets.
Oh, dancing.
I'm talking about people
Dancing.
pulled out kazoos.
Uh-huh.
They had cakes.
They had
baked.
bouncy houses.
They had bouncy. They were.
This man has caused so much strife and has inflated men's heads to like they are. What was those things they used to float through the sky real big, but they blow up?
Blimps.
Yes.
That's good, Angel.
I was like, what?
You might be the first person I ever thought who couldn't come up with the word blimp.
What's the one that blew up?
Goodyear blimp?
No. The
Oh,
one
the
with-
Heisenberg or Heisenberg?
Yeah, I think so.
Heisenberg is Breaking Bad.
I was gonna say that
Hindenburg.
word. Hindenburg is what I was
Hindenburg.
thinking of.
I know it Hindenburg. Start with H and Hindenburg.
That's booty tape
That's
for
the word
you.
I was looking for. Hindenburg. It has really had men out here truly believing that it is okay. And I mean, men were doing this stuff before him, but he really popularized it. Making women who are of a certain age or of a certain look feel as though they are worthless. So it's kind of hard to be saddened that he gone,
Yeah.
that their leader is no longer here. What are you going to do? What is high value man?
Value man.
What are you going to do? That sounds, first of all, it sounds like a generic drink.
High value man?
High
Let me
value.
get that high value man.
That's most extraordinary. That's Dos Equis.
A high value man sounds like I couldn't afford the Pepsi, but I got the high value pop.
That's the Shasta.
Yes.
The shot stuff,
Mhm.
man.
You
Now, speaking of high
Walmart?
value man, here's rumor.
Come on, give it to me.
No, actually, not rumored. All the things said that he passed away in an apartment he was subleasing or subletting,
Of course.
which I will just say, I thought that because he was always high value man, he was the high value man. I thought he would have, maybe he had multiple homes and he just happened to be up in the apartment. But I know the prices of the homes here in Los Angeles. I know the prices of the homes there in Atlanta. If you was a high value man living in Atlanta,
Mhm.
you probably should have been in a home. From the way you were speaking about high value men, I assume you were of the ilk of the high value.
You remember he used to shoot in that little dark corner with the light not even on him?
Yeah, I don't.
Where your high value lights? Turn up the Kelvin because it's too low. I don't want to revel over a man's death. However, he added nothing to the world but hatred. Nothing.
Here's the thing that I think it's interesting. I'm not a consumer of his content. We avoided his topics went viral. I think at the beginning we touched on it, and then after a while, it's just like, all I'm doing is making him more popular.
Yeah.
The thing that he had just went viral for, I believe, a week or two ago, if not, I don't know. The internet messes with my idea of time because the Dave Chappelle thing happened this week also, but so much stuff happened since then that feels like it was a long time ago. But one of the last things he was saying went viral for saying was, if you're over 35 or 37 and you ain't married,
you are a leftover.
You are a leftover. And you're going to have to, I don't know if the same video, you're going to have to share a man.
Yeah,
right?
He said, yes, he did. He said, after you get to a certain age, you have to be willing to share a man.
Man, well, there's one less man to share now.
Oh, come on. Who's sharing you?
Sorry, baby Yoda.
Baby, you know, you 50 years old
sorry.
and also a baby. You shouldn't
thing to make you want to be like, suck my clit. It is so frustrating to hear. Like, it's such a very narrow-minded point of view. And it's also like, who are you to talk? Who are you? It's really what I wanted to know. Who are you? Why?
Interestingly enough, and I do this, I'm a researcher. Kevin Samuels came out of nowhere during the pandemic, right?
I thought he had been around for a minute.
2020, his first video that I remember going viral was telling a black woman, you are average, right? I mean, just eviscerated her.
Yeah,
right?
I remember.
And at that time, everybody was talking about that video. So I went to his YouTube page and I searched, I filtered it by oldest to newest. I was like, I wonder what he started with. His first 10, 15 videos, you know what they are? Men's fragrance reviews. That man was talking about Black Orchid and Tom Ford Oud Wood and Jazz Club Replica.
Jesus.
That was his thing. Notes of honey and, you know, that's what he was talking about. What he went viral for was eviscerating a black woman. Now, he also went viral. He killed some black men too, but he is more known for going crazy on black women. What I find interesting is I think high consumers of his content, right? People who go seek it out, right? To me, there's two types of consumption of his content. There is passive, which means it's on my timeline. Somebody retweeted it, reposted it. I see it, but I didn't go do it. And then there's active. I'm subscribed or I'm searching. Let me go watch Kevin Samuels. First of all, his videos do numbers. I didn't even realize how big his streams were. Last 10, 15 videos at the time of his passing, before it was even confirmed, 300,000 views, 400,000 views. The last 10 or 15
live streams.
Oh,
wow.
Plenty, and 2 hours long. So I'm going to tell you, as a content creator, that amount of hours and those amount of views is lucrative.
Yeah, that's money.
That'll make you stop reviewing fragrances.
Absolutely. And any good content creator worth his salt, you find out what works, whether you even agree or not.
It's a drug, right?
Well, it leads to money.
Yeah,
it's Skip Bayless. I don't believe Skip Bayless believes half the things he says. He just knows if he says them, people will get riled up.
The trigger.
The more people get riled up, the more he gets paid. He literally tweets about LeBron James incessantly. And he goes against what most people say, that LeBron James is great. Whether they think he's the best or ever. Most people agree he's great. Skip Bayless gets paid millions of dollars to just say the opposite of that. Whether he believes that or not, come on. He's a sports writer. It's ridiculous, right? But if you're going to pay me to say the opposite, I'm going to say the opposite. And that's kind of what Kevin Samuels hit on. That video goes viral. He go, oh, shoot. Let me stay in this dating lane, Vine, and destroy black women because it's lucrative. Here's what I think of people who consume his content actively. I believe if you're a high consumer of his content actively on purpose, you either my main thing is you're looking for the advice, you find value in the advice, or you like the way he talks to people you wish you could talk to like that. I don't believe many high value men spent time consuming his content. They out in the streets being high value. I don't think they're watching his videos live.
Don't think any man other than the angry men that followed him, and I mean angry not at him, but angry at their lives, are the only people that consider themselves high value. I've never heard a man worth anything call himself, well, I'm a high value man.
What
Like-
about alpha male?
That was even a thing that I feel like wasn't as big of a term. It was definitely a term until he appeared on the scene. Yes, there are definitely dudes that have said, you know, I'm an alpha man, yada, yada, yada. But it wasn't like this whole, I need to trademark this. I need to fight against where masculinity is going. People are attacking masculinity. I'm an alpha man. I had never, until he started saying it, I had never heard any man that I have considered to be upstanding, to be like relationship worthy, whether it be a marriage or just dating, consider themselves or use the term, well, I'm a high value man. I don't hear women saying that. Well, I'm a high value woman.
Did he make it? I think he might have made it up.
He could have coined it. And let me tell you, it went crazy because you were here. Well, as a high value man, nigga, shut up. You've used all your characters up.
That's what I think. I don't know how or why women consume his content. I can't speak to that. I think
They hate
men
themselves.
feel like they are high value, and therefore he is speaking for them.
That's why I said they're angry because people haven't seen the value in them.
It's the Joker.
Yes, I'm literally, these are angry men that are like, that's what I've been trying to say to these women. I'm high value. I am this close to 6 figures. Okay. Consistent job. All right. I pay a mortgage, high value. I get what I want. All she is 30. She passed her prime anyway.
Yeah.
Angry little men. And this is a man who became their leader. It's like he is like the less successful, I wouldn't even say less damaging, less power Trump.
I had the same thought. I didn't know how to qualify it, but the similarities, people who like him, he speaks his mind, he speaks the truth, he says what people don't want to hear, he tells it like it is. It's those similarities in Kevin Samuels supporters, people who like him, and Trump supporters. That was their thing. Whether Trump or Kevin Samuels was right, they just saying stuff out loud that people haven't said out loud.
People who are angry, that feel discarded, he gave voices to them. And they feel discarded because they ain't. And that is why.
Why do you cuss sometimes and then sometimes?
I don't cuss ever, just like you. I cuss as much as you do, which is not at all. So I feel as though you got these people who are trying to figure out why they're not given, especially folk who at one point in time felt like they were in a power position. And so once they see that their power or privilege is not being appreciated, so you have men, at a point in time, just being a man was enough. You know what I'm
Seriously.
saying? You could be an abusive man, you could be a cheating man, but if you were a man, that was enough for you to be married and your wife to be there when you wanted her to be there.
I don't think you understand how good of a point that was.
And that's the same thing with white folk who voted for Trump. It used to just be good enough for me to be white. And now I could be white and racist. I could be white and sexist. But now you saying I have to be white and actually see other people as my peer? No.
I'm white.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that dude who killed George Floyd's face when he got guilty. He was looking around like, but I'm white and a police officer.
You've lost your mind if
What
you
do you
think that is not enough.
Guilty? Do you know what we've done? Guilty? A white male police?
This is not what's supposed to happen.
What about immunity?
I
think and maybe you watch if you and there's people who watch it for entertainment. I'm curious. I'm not even this is not even in indemnification or judging. I'm curious what was entertaining. Because like I get like reality trash TV. I get why that's entertaining.
Mhm.
Because it's like escapism. You're like The Ultimatum or Real Housewives.
Uh-huh.
You realize it's not real.
yeah.
You know it's entertaining. I see the entertainment in that. I'm curious, was it entertaining? He was funny. He said funny things. But I'm curious what you found, like why you went back. I was curious why people was going on his show to let him talk crazy to them.
I can understand people watching him, from both the people who really valued his words to the people who completely disagreed but enjoyed watching a train wreck. Right?
Okay.
I don't understand why someone, or maybe there's some people who are glutton for misery, and those might be the people who come on his show. Like that woman who he dragged the hell out of.
Mhm.
You could tell she has had that wasn't her worst moment
Right.
in life. The
Yeah.
way she took that, like
She
the-
took it
she
forever.
took
You could
those
close the
blows to
laptop.
the face
Close the laptop. He ain't holding you hostage.
at all. And I was like, oh, this is somebody. This ain't even her worst moment. This is not even her. That's the only way you can take some blows like that to the face and continue the conversation
Willingly.
willingly.
Once
Not,
I saw how long the actual thing, because I just saw the clip, that it was minutes. It was YBJ.
minutes.
Minutes.
And she didn't even snap. She continued a civil conversation. It wasn't like, okay, I'm gonna be on here, so I'm about to cuss you out and have a good time cussing you out.
Right.
She was really still trying to explain, well, I do have a good job. No, nobody cares about that. Okay, well, I feel as though I was like, oh, okay, baby, you used to this type of just abuse, so this ain't nothing for you. But I personally, most train wrecks, sometimes a good train wreck is okay to see, but I can't do very many. I don't like to see someone be ganged up on or someone be bullied.
Absolutely.
And he was definitely a bully, but what made it so bad is that people were volunteering to be bullied. Like after he did it the first time, you already know he gonna talk cash crazy. He is not about to give you affirmations and tell you
Not Ayana Lanzan.
he is not gonna do that to you. So you can't even be like, well, I was surprised that he said those things to me.
Like he was known for this. You know, one of the commenters on Patreon said the average woman said that she was too good for an average man. He just went off. Now that makes sense. An average man sees what he thinks is an average woman.
Oh, absolutely.
My overture to you should be respected and accepted.
Mhm.
We are both average.
Mhm.
We both make 50 or 75 or 100. Whatever I feel like I am, I feel like you are too,
Mhm.
right? Therefore, if I holler at you, you should be like,
Yeah.
high value man
Mhm.
speaking to me in public, I accept.
Yes.
And women have been like, no, I don't like it. I do not want it.
I do
And it
not.
not, I might not be married. I might not have a boyfriend. I just see you and I say, I don't want.
Mhm.
And men are like, but
Yeah.
I want you.
Mhm. I don't.
I don't like. I don't want. And I think if you have felt like that, and that's why people, the white dudes, when the Joker came out, the Joker ain't Batman.
Mm-mm.
He ain't rich.
Mm-mm.
He ain't powerful. He had a dead end. I'm not talking about the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix specifically. He had a dead end job, and he was beaten down by society.
Mhm.
And he fought back. He beat up the white dudes in the subway car.
Mhm.
He killed one of them. He shot Murray. And they were like,
Right.
had me cracking up. Murray.
Mhm.
And people were like, yes. And I think social media, oftentimes there's people, tweets, videos, whatever, who speak things that resonate with how you feel. And you feel power if he's powerfully tearing down someone that isn't the girl that said no to you. Because a lot of times, honestly, I think these dudes don't even holler.
Mm-mm.
They just think if they would holler, she would say no.
Mhm.
Therefore, be mean to her because I was afraid to actually holler and
She
get
said
rejected.
no. So this is the thing that doesn't make any sense is that if you think you can get something, like if you think you can get a level of woman or a level of man, then do it. Prove it. There's truly no like rule. Like if a chick who a man thinks is average is able to pull somebody who she like a baller per se, if we're putting that, youth in, if we're saying that youth and beauty are the currency for a woman, and success and money are the currency of a man, and they're saying the older you are and the less cute you are, the likelihood you can't get a dude who has money and status, right? Well, let's see.
Yeah.
And vice versa. It doesn't matter what you think. It's if they can pull it off or not. Why is this a thing where he has to set out a rule? No, you got to share. Or maybe she doesn't.
Right.
Like, I don't get why there's these hard and fast rules. It's almost like he was trying to beat women into submission to be like, play by these rules.
Yeah.
So that we can know what to expect.
You know what it is? Women nowadays, right? Okay, so marriage historically, and I'm talking about back to the Bible days. Let's talk about how marriage was set up.
Mm-hmm.
Women were not equal partners. Women were traded from family to family.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you my daughter and 8 goats.
Mm-hmm.
You take her off my hands, right?
Right.
Man gonna take your daughter, wed her, more kids, tend more goats, right? In America, women could not vote. So marriage was and they could not vote. They had no power and they could not work.
Right.
So they really could not support themselves, right? So now they have to get married. Do I want to get married? No, but I got to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get out of my dad's house.
Right.
I can't get a great paying job. The way the society is set up,
Mm-hmm.
I have to get married.
Right.
Right. Then what starts happening? Women can vote. They can work. They get credit cards for the first time in the 70s, which I heard.
These wars
Right.
is what helped.
Right.
It was like, oh, y'all gone, so we got work. Okay, deuces.
These wars,
Mhm.
they in them factories, low key factory workers saying, quiet is kept
They working faster and better.
and less drama.
Right.
Okay, now they're in the workplace. Now, first, the workplace, men is making stupid money. Men are Don Draper, women are secretary.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, Peggy from Mad Men, she becomes a copywriter.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, she's here, and Joan becomes a partner. Right now, okay, now I don't have to accept any man, and now I got my own money.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, like you were saying earlier, what's the value in marriage for me?
Mm-hmm.
Because you ain't gonna just treat me crazy because I
Right.
don't have to stay. Women were leaving their men when they had nowhere to go and no money.
Oh, absolutely.
I will just rather die.
Right. I
Remember
can
one
do
of my
bad by
home-
myself. And then what Tyler said.
One of the girls at All Deaf hated the boss. Quit, no job. I don't care
With a
what I
child.
have to do.
With a
Willingly,
child.
I said, where are you gonna work?
I don't
care.
know, but it won't be here.
It won't be here. Women were doing that to their husbands. Now, Black women, by and large, are more educated. They are the most educated in the country. By and large, they make more than Black men,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's not that they don't even want to date us or marry us. They just don't have to like they used to have to,
Right.
which means they want a better partner,
Right.
right? And if they don't get it, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to take a trip to Jamaica, hang out with my girl, read a book, have a glass of wine, right? But like you were saying, the rules say if I do this, you're going to want to marry me. I'm doing this and you don't want to marry me or you make more money than me. Now, what's the biggest problem for men is women can be single and complacent. They don't necessarily desire
Right.
marriage. They don't necessarily desire kids all the time. So if it happens, it happens. But I won't do is just get treated like crap
Right.
so I could be married
Right.
when I could be in Jamaica.
I can be in Jamaica and still get good dick without all of that.
They got the rose. They got their hands.
All
They
of
got vibrators. They got these toys.
There
The
is-
rose is your greatest enemy. He don't want to talk about, and they have great friendships, church, whatever. So now the more I bring to the table, the more I expect. And a lot of times women ain't even expecting you to bring the same thing,
Right.
but you ain't gonna treat me crazy.
You
You
ain't
gonna
gonna
treat me
treat
wrong.
me crazy. You ain't gonna treat me wrong. So that is what always confused me about Kevin Samuels was, what are these rules? Why are you placing out these rules as if there is a rule? There
As if
is
women
not.
have to want. His rule is based on this: women have to want to get married.
But not just that. His rules were based on as if every man thought like him.
Yeah, well, he had enough.
Yes, of
He had
course.
1.7.
I can believe it,
I
but there's a
believe.
lot more than 1.7 million men in the world, and not all 1.7.
1.4.
Not listen. You know more than anybody. Not all the numbers that you have are people who actually support you.
Very true. I never followed Kevin. That's also kind of crazy about social media. I never followed this man on NAM platform. But when he was rumored to be passing away, I said, Kevin Samuels going on? I didn't know.
I had no
So people
idea.
can know about you, and that number will never show up on your database as a recorded subscriber
Right.
or follower. Here's what I also found is interesting. I'm curious
Yeah.
about this. There was basically discuss two things, and one that I thought was interesting. I mean, I knew he talked crazy. I didn't know people were going to revel in his death. So there was the discussion about how you speak about the dead. Two sides. One was like, dang, man, like, I know he was saying crazy stuff, but he's dead. The other was like, talk crazy in life, get talk about crazy in the
death.
afterlife.
Mhm.
Where do you fall on that spectrum?
You hear me? You hear me having a full blown conversation about how this man was saying stupid stuff. I actually have never what'd you call it? Subscribed to the just let them rest in peace. Nigga, they can't hear none of this. I'm gonna say whatever I want to. It's not fair. They did. Yup. And I'm alive. People can still hear what I'm saying. It's crazy to me that we will show more respect for the dead than for people who have lives that still live.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say that. He did. Nah, if he was a whore of a man when he was alive, I'm going to talk about him still like he was a whore of a man when he's dead. Now, am I, beating a piñata with Kevin Samuels' face on it? No. He did not affect my life in that way, shape, or form. But I'm not going to speak of him differently than I would have when he was alive.
You know what's interesting about that? So my great grandma, rest in heaven, Jacqueline Cochran.
Mm-hmm.
That one was
That's a real name.
That Jacqueline been through some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma Jack had a 5 o'clock shadow at 5 a.m. and p.m.
Yeah.
Every day. You hug that grandma.
Yes, that's a real woman.
She had a beard. I dreamt of. At 13, whoa, Grandma Jack, if I could just have the stubble you got. Giving her a kiss was like taking Velcro off your shoe.
Come here, let's exfoliate. Come on. Jacqueline.
Oh! Now, Grandma Jack was mean.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma Jack very rarely smiled, if ever.
Right.
She just been through too much and she was sick of it.
Mm.
My whole life. Sick of it. I used to mess with her, used to try to make her laugh. Ain't nothing funny, boy. And
Yeah.
move.
Right.
Okay?
And move.
So at her funeral, now we loved her. Let me be clear. She wasn't mean like that. She just was ornery.
Mm-hmm.
She just had a sour disposition. But that's our Grandma Jack. You know what? She sat in the chair and just watched her stories and scowled. You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
Watch her stories. And then she make her little drinks and make her little eggs and bang pots at fire. You know what I'm saying? But she just wasn't a very happy person.
Uh-huh.
At her funeral, they was giving words, about 10, 15 people. Oh, what a flower. So delicate.
Mm-hmm.
What a smooth face. I said, oh, come on, man.
Is that what they said? Face like a baby's bottom.
Face like smooth laminate. So about 10, 12 people get up here and lie about her, speaking over her, just spewing lies.
Mm-hmm.
My brother gets up, and the funeral was still sad at this point. My brother gets up and he's like, Why y'all lying?
Come on.
Grandma
Exactly.
Jack was mean.
Yes, come on.
We loved her. She loved us.
Yes.
But she was mean. It's okay that she was mean 2 days ago before she passed.
Yeah.
She used to spend the last 8 years of her life. I'm just going to go on and be dead. That's what y'all want.
Yeah.
Me to go on die. Y'all ain't going to have to. This her. You ain't got to worry about me. I'm going to be gone soon enough.
That is
And then
something
one day
that an old person would say. An old surly person. My grandmother would have said that. Yeah. Well, she did.
That was her guilt trip.
Mhm.
Ain't no milk. Might as well be gone then, since y'all don't care about me.
Be dead.
Might as well be. I'm gonna be out. She loved her. Don't worry, I'm gonna be out y'all way soon enough. You ain't gonna have to worry about me. Woo! That'll do it.
That'll do it.
You ain't got to worry about me.
I get it. I've had to. It's not a story that I'm going to tell on this podcast, but I've had to speak the truth at a funeral
Well, that's the
and
thing.
set it straight.
Set it straight, because this is what I believe. Like, now, when DMX passed, what did you hear? All these stories you never heard.
Mhm.
People sharing how nice he was. He took this picture. He mopped this floor at my shift. He kissed my daughter. And DMX was blood and dogs. His album covers were terrifying. I was like 13, 14 and saved.
Yeah,
With all that blood, flesh of my flesh, blood dripping in blood. And he over here swaddling babies when the cameras aren't around.
Mhm.
Like, all these nice stories came out. And the truth of the matter is, however you treat people by and large, however you make people feel by and large in your life, whether you like it or not, in your death, that is how you will be remembered, right? People are not going to just all of a sudden treat you with reverence and respect if you didn't treat people by and large with reverence and respect. Them videos that are going to be up on his YouTube page, it ain't reverence and respect and flowers.
No, and I really do think that we sometimes get it confused. The funeral is for the people who are alive. It's not for the person who is dead.
That's true.
It's like it is for me to figure out a way to transition past this moment, whether it be to honor you, whether it be to remember you, whatever it is to get me from knowing that this is my last time that I'm going to physically ever see you again.
Mhm.
And whatever is the last thing I want to say and to move on. It is not for me to sprinkle you with flowers. You can't smell them. You can't hear the words I'm going to say. So this is for
Yeah.
me in this moment. Or sometimes for the family. If you're not someone who's deeply touched by it, sometimes the words to comfort the family. It is not for that dead nigga in the coffin.
No, and it ain't. So and also to your point, the funeral is also for the people who loved you,
Mm-hmm.
right? It ain't for the people who didn't.
Right.
So whoever's at his funeral who loved him, they are going to be sad.
Mhm.
They're going to mourn. They're going to miss him.
Yeah.
Them low value women, them leftovers, them rejects, them people who going to die single and alone with cats, unmarried. Rejoice in the Lord always.
And
Then I say, again I say, rejoice. They gonna be they are happy.
putting on their tap shoes, putting on the Ritz. This nigga, he is dead. He can't be high value when in hell. Putting on the Ritz. They got on their tails and top hats.
Hello. Hello. They got monocles on.
They are having a blast.
It's the 1920s Harlem Renaissance Roaring 20. It's a great Gatsby party.
Oh, yeah. They're pissing on this man's grave. And I cannot say I don't understand why.
Listen.
I can't say. Now, ladies, this is ridiculous. They should be having a blast. Have a barbecue. Roast them up.
Hold on, I got a joke coming.
Oh, I'm
This
gonna let
is-
you tell it.
This is the music that women heard that he made feel bad.
Mhm.
Over 37, unmarried. This is what they heard when he passed.
They're doing the
I mean, one more dance.
They are
One more
lifting each
dance.
other up. They're like, we don't even need a partner to do swing. They lifting each other up. Come on, sis. Absolutely. Yes, the Lindy Hop. They doing it all.
Doing the Charleston.
Oh yeah.
The not the Hugh Hefner. What's the dude's name who had the planes? Charles. He was a flying dude.
Come on now.
Oh,
Hindenburg.
No,
Charles.
what's that guy's name, y'all? He was a plane dude.
They'll be able to tell you because I can't tell you.
Howard Hughes.
Oh,
They're Howard Hughes.
I would have known. Ain't that a hotel?
It's Howard Johnson.
I
Now,
tried.
the Aviator. That's what I was trying to think of. The Aviator. Now, this is all confirmed what we talked about before.
Uh-huh.
Now what we talking about is alleged. They saying the woman who reported him past, injured.
Wahite?
They saying she's a white woman.
Yeah, of course. I think we were all expecting to be a man. This is not trying to take a dig at him. I think everyone expected, because one, what we know about not all gay black men, but a lot of gay black men, they can read somebody like Phil. Phil. I'm talking about read the Bible from Genesis to Revelations region. So the way he was chopping down folk, most people thought so it was a white woman.
Alleged. I honestly hope for his legacy with all the stuff he did
That it was?
At least have been a black woman.
I hope not. The
You
way
don't?
he talked about black women, I would hope that no black woman found love in his arms. That she
you
was
don't
like-
hope love found him and held him tight.
No. I hope any black woman who met him was like, the way you have talked about us, I wouldn't spit on you if you were on fire.
Dang.
I would let you burn.
That's also a really wild thing to say because even if you were spitting on someone who was on fire, that is not going to help.
Right.
But the fact that you wouldn't even do that.
Honey, I'm a fan of that fire. Come on, let's get that oxygen to it to make it bigger. I hope it was a Wahite woman and not the type that we look at and we be like, she all right. I'm talking about the type where we just like,
Tax season.
No, it's like, oh, y'all must have grew up together. That type of.
The episode of Atlanta.
Wait, what does that mean? Because I grew up with Melissa.
No, like,
am I-
okay, that's where you see the
Ah.
y'all must have grew up together. That's why that works. Not the
Got
type where
it.
you like, I see what happened. You know what I'm saying?
If it's anything but a black woman, the narrative is going to be, oh, you talk like that because you couldn't get no black woman.
I don't know. This is the thing.
What's the thing, Angel?
And tell us.
Black women be loving any and everyone. So it's not difficult to get us. We are not this difficult challenge. It's be dumb. You know what I'm saying? So if he would had act right about himself,
He
could have had
dressed
one.
nice. He was well put together.
I
And
don't
his-
know. I mean,
He had nice suit. Hey, come now, Angel, you can't take away the man had
I
nice
guess I
suits and
can't.
pocket
Let
squares.
me tell you why. Because where are you going like at every day?
To his room.
That's the problem.
6F.
That's the problem. If you are not working at Nordstrom's in the shoe section to sell me other things that look like that, why are you dressed like it every day?
He's on video camera. You dress nice for the podcast.
But I don't have on a 3-piece woman suit and a church hat. You too would be like Angel.
But he can't talk crazy like that and not at least have a shirt and tie on.
Yes, you can, as long as you are dressed appropriately. But if you in the corner of your room in a tie, in a vest, in a blazer, I question your judgment. That is uncomfortable.
I think I have suit hurt. You know how people have church hurt?
Mhm.
I have suit hurt, slacks hurt, and hard bottom hurt.
I
And
believe
I'm gonna
it.
tell you what, it's not even church. I actually loved wearing suits to church. My Steve Harvey game, my baggy suit era was I had zoot suits. It was corporate America.
Uh-huh.
The thing that really hurt my soul at Boeing more than anything was tucking in a shirt
Mhm.
into some khakis.
Mm.
I was just
Mm.
dead. Every time I had to do this, and I didn't tuck it in until right before I had to walk in. And I also hated the badge.
You hated the badge?
I had a badge that you had to put into your computer to start it for like safety. You had that chip thing from your credit
Mhm.
card now. And you had to keep your badge on because Boeing was stupid, like secure.
Of course.
You had
they
to
making
scan it
moves.
and put it in your lap, and your computer wouldn't start without it. And I had a Washington Huskies lanyard because I was like, I like my college. And then I
love having this little fob. It makes me feel so special. A fob and a key. You know, we don't get that as actors most of the time.
no, y'all don't.
We got here's my ID. I can come in, yes. So I
Actors
feel
are
relevant.
unemployed most of the time.
Yes.
Denzel Washington is perpetually unemployed.
Yes.
Did you see this clip of Denzel Washington in this race movie?
No. It's coming out.
Y'all, it was one of his
Artemisia
first one of his first movies introducing Denzel Washington. Let me show you this clip. Y'all,
Denzel.
if you don't want, go on my Twitter from 3 days. One day ago, it says, this ain't Denzel, this is Denzel. Watch
With
this.
all of this, Walter Whitney still felt something was missing.
Flip it sideways, make it bigger.
And one day, something showed up. Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Daddy. Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Carbon copy. It ain't gonna go ahead because it's in Twitter.
Stop following me. Isn't the son supposed to follow in his dad's footsteps?
God will never forgive you for having a black child.
How do you know, Vivian? Maybe he'll be pleased. Maybe God is black. Blow my head for good luck.
I don't believe in superstitious myths.
You
There's
gotta
no
hear
myth
it.
about black people changing your luck. Well, you only met me yesterday, and already your luck has changed.
What am I worth? How much have you got here, Waller?
$68.
This is an old film.
That's it.
Very old.
Carbon copy. A riches to rag story.
It's a menace.
Needs a tune-up that proves
I'm not sharing a communal bathroom. It's unhygienic.
when you're going down a toilet, getting there is all the fun.
Out of the way! That's so great! You want to play a game? You and your
This is
son
a basketball
against me and
clip.
my son.
This is the most anti-black thing I've ever seen. Look at Denzel.
You
That's
look down
Stanley.
on his head.
That's
I have to be the father of the only black kid who can't play basketball. I'm
Yes,
Jewish, my son
boy.
is black, and my lawyer smokes pot. Don't tell me I'm not in trouble.
You can teach me how to build a model airplane. I'll show you how to pick a lock. You take me to a Chamber of Commerce meeting, I take you to a third world liberation meeting.
Why are you doing this to me, God?
Carbon Copy, starring George Siegel, Susan St. James, Jack Warden, and introducing Denzel Washington. Carbon Copy.
Denzel, Angel.
I told you his name.
That's
was
your
Denzel.
boy. That's who you think is better than Jeffrey Wright.
no.
No, actually, that's the complete
And,
opposite.
and this just helps her case.
This is what?
This
This-
just helps her case.
This is what happens when he does character acting. This is what
Hilarious.
happens.
Oh, dang. Kevin Samuel's mother confirms his death, reveals that she found out on social media.
Yeah, no, I saw that one of the bigger news places they confirmed it through her.
I hadn't even seen that. That was a
Mm.
terrible thing for social media to put that out. I hadn't even been notified.
Social media put it out.
Yep.
That's what she said.
Social media put it. You know, she's older, probably. He's
Mhm.
57. She had to be at probably a minimum 77.
No, I mean, no telling.
75.
Was she high value? Was she low value? You don't know how
Angel.
old she might be.
Angel.
No, I'm saying she could have been a woman who had kids earlier in life. He would have called that a low value woman. Would he have not? He would have called his mama that if that were the case. He would have.
He would have. Ike Turner said he would have slapped his mom.
Jesus.
Mhm.
She was acting like Tina Turner. He did it on the interview. He
Well,
said-
that's so sad that she had to find out that way because I'm sure she loved him. I'm sure she did. I'm sure she was just like, you make your money.
Man. So, well, rest, Kevin Samuels. I don't know if you can rest in peace or rest in sadness. But you're going to rest.
I don't give a dang what you do.
In other news, where you got to go? 9:30
Yeah, 9:30 I think is good. My baby's in a fashion show
at the daycare.
at the daycare and they're doing a Mother's Day performance. So what that means is Amar is going to be held by one of the teachers and walk down the aisle because he's not going to do it on his own.
He's going to be held by the teacher.
Oh, well, they will put down any child they have once Amar shows up because they know Amar's not having it.
That's hilarious. So here's what I thought was interesting. We talked about Netflix a lot last week. Did you see this? Netflix is getting sued
Mhm,
Okay.
lying to investors.
for lying and misleading investors.
Mhm.
Okay.
That'll do it.
They were saying that their subscriber growth numbers were higher than they actually were.
Mm-hmm.
And they were accused of masking how much they were using. I'm sorry, losing and how much they would lose. Let me tell you what. Netflix already had layoffs last week.
Yeah.
Was it last week?
Was it like 30% of their staff?
I don't know how many it was, but it was a good
a
amount.
lot of people, right?
Mhm.
They shut down whole departments. Their
Yeah.
whole thing called Tudum, which is apparently what Netflix
It's ironic.
thinks their sound sounds like. Spelled out Tudum, they think it's Tudum.
Tudum. Is that wrong?
I feel like it's more of a badoom than a tudum.
I think there's a little bit more of a punch on that top one though for a T.
I would have did a dudum.
Let's listen to
2
it.
D's. Dudum. Did you
Tudum.
see?
Oh, I give you Tudum.
Did you see that
Yeah.
Ashley J thing about how do you hear this?
Yeah.
What team are you on, Kevin?
Hold on. Let me do the Netflix thing and I'll tell you. Why are you already looking at me like that? Like you know what team I'm gonna be on.
Because I'm about to be mad at you.
That ain't no T.
I don't know, man.
It could be a K.
Tudum. It could be a K. Tudum.
No, it could be a T.
You think so?
It could be a
This is
soft
also
T.
black. They told us what it is. We like, nigga,
Nah.
you don't just like
You
we
don't
did
even
the
know your
Uno
own
thing. Shut up. Y'all don't. I listen to more Netflix than y'all do.
Right. Talking about
Da-dum.
some.
I'm still saying
da-dum.
I'm still saying the dumb. Okay. What Angel's talking about is this.
I'm sorry to turn the ship so hard.
It's okay. Because I thought it was interesting. How do you hear this ringtone and where do you snap? Team A or
It's
Team
time to
B?
settle this debate once and for all. It's been going on for years, way too long. How do you hear the iPhone ringtone? This is the only way.
That was a nice run.
Okay, Team A, Team B. Here we go. No, that doesn't even sound believable. No.
So Angel is Team A, obviously.
No.
I mean Team B.
Team
I'm
B.
sorry.
That's Team B. How you hear it?
Woo.
So
You hear hers. That's what you hear? You hear that?
Ninth Wonder said it's actually the same. One of y'all is
He
doing
wrong.
2-4 and the other one's doing 4-4.
He's wrong.
If I was clapping along with this,
It's been going on for years, way too long. How do you hear the iPhone ringtone? This is the only way.
Her one is on the wrong place.
Okay, Team A, Team B. Here we go.
Pat. Pat.
I'm definitely
Pat.
Team B.
Yes. Her one is in the wrong place.
Even if you were clapping as much as she clapping, I would be like, "Diddle-doo." Well, let
She's putting her one early.
me see where I would clap if I was clapping with her.
It's been going on for years, way too long. How do you hear the iPhone ringtone? This is the only way.
I can't do
2,
it.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where her one.
Mm.
No,
Four.
well,
1,
the
2.
the clap there is on the 2 on A. It's 1, 2, 3. It's almost like a snare.
But she's putting her one, like she's starting her one at the very first beat, where he, like a real black person,
You gotta let that thing sit.
yes, give it the and that it needs. Just even if you do, even if he did that, they're still on 2 different measures,
Mhm.
and it's wrong what she's doing. It is wrong, Ashley. Sorry, Netflix.
Layoffs,
Yeah.
hiring freeze. Facebook just announced they're having a hiring freeze.
Ooh. Whew.
My friend works there.
On Facebook, Meta.
I'm about to get married.
It's just Facebook or it's Meta?
No, it's Meta. There's no
Meta.
Facebook.
Well, no, the app is still Facebook.
Meta.
The whole Meta.
Meta said we can't hire no people.
Dang.
The thing that's dangerous for Netflix, we said this last time, they are being caught.
It's catching up.
They're catching up.
Mm.
They had a nice head start,
Great run.
great run, but they gonna be, I think they supposed to lose, they lost 200,000. They're supposed to lose 2 million the next quarter.
Mm.
And some of these articles are saying they can lose upwards of 20 million subscribers. Netflix has 220 million subscribers. I think the next biggest one at last thing, Disney had about 85, 90 million and was poised to break 100 million.
Jesus.
The problem with Netflix is, to me, all those other streamers, they are diverse. Disney Plus is just a piece of Disney.
Right.
Disney Plus, it don't even have to be as profitable as Netflix, because if I watch The Mandalorian on Disney Plus and then I go to a Disney store or on Amazon and I buy a Mandalorian helmet, if somebody would do things like that, or I go to Disneyland and stay in that brand new freaking Star Wars hotel that
I
is
wanna go so
all like a battleship, Disney done made money 3 times.
Or buy
And when I go stay there, I'm gonna go to Disneyland.
or buy a Baby Yoda for your desk. It could be anybody.
Matter of fact,
There's a lot
all
of Disney here.
this
Yeah.
is
That's why
Disney.
Disney Plus ain't got to worry about.
So Disney Plus don't have to worry, because Disney Plus is a part of an overall strategy. Same thing with Peacock. They
Same
got
thing with Amazon.
Amazon Prime
Built
is
it to lose money.
so Amazon
That's a
can
write-off.
offload some of this cash.
It is a write-off.
And if
it
your
is a
company
loss.
is a write-off,
They don't care.
that's same thing with Apple TV.
Oh yeah, Apple really
we have
didn't have
too
to
much
have it.
money.
Yeah.
What can we do that is really expensive
Yeah.
so we can write this off?
Yeah.
It's hard to compete with a nigga who's spending his money to not give it to Uncle Sam,
Mm-hmm.
right?
How does that feel?
You do it too.
Not as much as you.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. Churchy budget.
I am.
We had to do reshoots
Did you already do
yesterday.
them? Oh, okay.
We did some reshoots, and I saw the daily. We missed footage on the first day of shooting in one of these churches in Hope's house.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to pick up some shoots there. And although people are giving me great deals,
Mhm.
they are not giving me stuff for free.
It's not fully free. Okay.
So anyway, my point is we have to do more reshoots, but it's still great. But I am Netflix. I'm not Apple.
You said
Okay.
I don't need to write off nothing else. I done wrote all the things that I could write.
So my problem is, we were talking about this last week, and I think it's so true. Netflix's scripted series are not popping like they were,
Uh-huh.
and other people's scripted series are.
Yeah.
Netflix, things that go viral, not viral, but like everybody talking about the last 3 years or so, scripted wise, Squid Game, for sure. Bridgerton, Ozark,
Mhm.
right? But what more people have been talking about, The Ultimatum, Melissa, Is It Cake?
Oh
That's my
man,
show.
I
So I
love
might
that
get
show.
to be a judge on season 2.
Is It
Really?
Cake?
Yes.
You're lying.
No, I'm dead serious. One of my castmates from CBS show, he was like, "Oh, you would be great on there. You want to do it?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I can get you on," because he was on there first.
They
season.
had all kind of people on Is It Cake?
Oh, I love that show.
I
I'd
you
be yelling at
want
the
to talk
TV.
about a fully invested?
Yeah, I was too.
Oh
that
my
ain't no
God.
shoot.
I'd
Yes.
be like, punch in. I want to see the details.
Y'all don't understand how I would live my best life up there. Like, I see the detail you missed, but it was good though. Okay, but go ahead.
But you also was popping. But that amount of shows is what's popping. The amount of misses,
So many.
expensive misses. Is Stranger Things out?
No, it comes out right after Ozark.
Okay. Would you say Stranger Things was 20 million an episode now?
30.
30.
30 million
This
an
season was 30
episode?
million up. Yeah. Some stupid 20 or 31.
Dog. They gonna have ads on Netflix soon enough.
Mm.
They thought they could do without ads. They gonna be, because the one thing Netflix can say is when they have a hit, they have a massive hit.
Oh yeah.
And people would, because Netflix whole thing is we don't care about numbers, we don't care about I'm sorry, not numbers in that sense. They only care about subscribers, not ratings. And the ratings are only impactful because advertisers pay
Mm-hmm.
for highly rated shows.
Right.
But when you're Netflix, if nobody's paying for it, what does it matter? If you're not subscribing, and that's what happened to Netflix. And I don't know, but I don't know how, but I know how. I don't know how you lead a company like that. And because I was looking at the numbers, they were projecting 2 million subscribers, 4 million, 8 per quarter. How do you expect to grow indefinitely by millions forever?
As
There's not
if,
that many
like,
people.
yeah, eventually you will
Eventually, you're
hit
gonna
all the people in
plateau.
the world. Yes. Or like Every person will have had a chance to get Netflix, but I said it right. I was like, did I
Yeah.
just ruin that? But also, like, are they counting in for the people who are going to drop off because their show is done or whatever have you? I don't understand I don't understand their model. They have been very successful, but I don't know if they were able to foresee like how, when they started, they did not have their competitors were not actually in the lane that they were in.
They weren't even in the marketplace.
Right. So
they had their competitors' best shows.
Right. They're now competitors. The thing that I think they're going to start doing, which they already started doing, but they're going to do it more, you're going to see more blatant product placement.
Absolutely.
Before ads. You're going to see, in the scripted show, I'll drive you to the store. Oh, when did you get this Ford Focus? Oh, I got it just last week. I can just easily put in the address. What is it? And it'll take us from there.
They're going to do what we do?
Yes.
You're going to be watching The Truman Show. That's crazy, Baby Yoda, which is available at Disney stores.
Yes. They are going to product placement tails like crazy. What was show Married at First Sight when they did that? I was like, oh,
they did?
Yeah, when Steve was buying the ring.
Oh, I haven't been watching.
Don't worry, you'll be back.
Oh,
you'll be back.
You'll be back. I just haven't had the time.
What's gonna be tough, Kev, is you're gonna have to catch up on all the episodes.
I will not.
Mm-hmm.
I will watch the episode that just came out. And I will take Angel, Melissa, and Marcus's word for whatever happened.
I agree, guys.
That is crazy what happened in the last 4 weeks. That old Noy, remember she did that thing? I remember it.
I remember it so well.
And that's the thing that's crazy for it actually made me happy, not happy, but Kev on Stage Studios it's very hard to grow, right? Mm-hmm. We still don't have money even for marketing, and I'm not looking for your ideas.
Mm-hmm. This is not bait.
This isn't bait. You just really have the money to make it and post it, right, or make half of it and market it.
Right.
But it's good to know that I'm not alone. It's hard for people who have billions of dollars in this space. We're all fighting for the same people's $6-7.
Yeah.
And how do you get it?
We're competing for their $6-7. You're competing for their time, for their eyeballs to be on your thing, so you can figure out whether or not it was successful enough for you to do it again.
Yep.
And that eyeball time is the highest commodity and the hardest one to get.
Absolutely. And I think Netflix, remember when Netflix didn't do no unscripted?
Mm-hmm.
Their whole thing was scripted.
House of Cards. Give me the Palace of Cardboard. I don't know.
They went to The Floor is Lava.
Yes.
My friend won that.
Huh?
My friend won that. The first season. Yeah, he's from LA.
The Floor is Lava is something we played as children. Netflix was like,
especially the pandemic, they're like, what's going to work, guys?
Dog, Is It Cake is a very well-produced YouTube series.
Yes.
That could be easily on BuzzFeed.
All their food shows are.
Yes.
Like,
and I'm
every
not
single one. They're all the same format, too.
I'm not mad at that.
No, me neither.
Sometimes you just want, especially the way the world is, sometimes you don't need Ozark and House of Cards. You just want to be like, that was a briefcase for real.
Listen, cake shows will always hit.
I was watching
It's a good time.
I was watching a dessert show where they paired a baker and an engineer, like a mechanical engineer, where they had to make something like robotic with the dessert.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm just locked in because it's
background time.
Yes.
I was pitching a company. I won't say the name, and I've just found this super interesting.
Okay, what's the name?
Yeah, because you're gonna say you're gonna tell us after, and you're gonna forget.
I can't tell you who I was pitching, whether it was True TV or TBS or one of those companies or someone else.
Okay,
like Fox or CBS or National Geographic. I just can't tell you.
Okay.
All right.
Do it again so I get, because third time's a charm for me. Okay.
Got it.
But when I was pitching, they said we are looking for background noise shows.
Yes.
Shows that people can turn on. It's just enough of interest that they don't turn it off. Because the advertisers don't care whether it's being watched passively, aggressively. They just care that it's being watched. They said we want break room shows.
Yes.
Turn this on in the break room. Nobody's really upset. They just don't turn the channel. They don't necessarily love it.
Yeah.
But they don't turn the channel. And I was like, so y'all know, right? And Practical Jokers is that type of show for me. I had
Really?
never heard of it. Me and Melissa were in Buffalo, New York, supposed to be doing something. It was on, and I was like, man, what is this?
And it's so fake.
This is, bruh.
But that's the thing. My little
Dog.
brothers have seen every single episode.
Oh, bless his heart.
You want to talk about a show you could fall asleep on, take a nap, wake
Wake
up
up.
in the middle of the episode. Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives is that quintessential show. Somebody said something really funny about Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives the other day that I never thought about it. So the best thing about that show is you don't know if the episode you're watching is from 2 weeks ago or 7 years ago.
Yes.
Because Guy Fieri looks exactly
Exactly the same.
So you watch episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, look that restaurant up, and it closed 7 years ago.
You're like, God dang it.
Quickly
Why
back to
y'all shoot this?
quickly back to the Practical Jokers though. Those guys have finessed that background style. They made a movie.
Josh, do you know my
They
agent
did.
told me they are one of the number one touring acts,
Yes.
period.
What they do when they tour?
They go and do one of them is a true stand-up, but they just go on stage and be friends. They play
That's
games.
the type of tour I'll do. Go on stage and be friends.
We'll call it the Be Friends tour.
The
where
Unruly
all of us
Cousins
could be
tour.
friends.
Yes, I'll do it now. I'll talk life into y'all. I'll be like, you did so good today. That's what I'll do on stage. Be a friend.
I wonder who could do that. Who could you do that with?
What do you mean?
Excuse you?
Pre-Shard or Nora?
Oh, yeah, because I do have real friends.
Oh, you
Why are
walked
you acting
right
like
into that
this?
You did it.
screen
You
door.
was being shady.
You opened
How
the
was
door.
I being shady?
You opened the door.
Will, when are you coming back to Instagram?
You said, I'm telling you the truth. I said, that's the type of tour I do. Because I quit the stand-up. I
did.
said that's the type of tour I do.
Oh, now Marcus is back talking about what is to be.
Then you tried to put out my friends. Actually, it's Brisha's birthday today. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Brisha.
Brisha's great.
She is.
She is just great.
I love her.
All right, we got to go. Our good friend Angel has to be a mother. Happy Mother's Day to you, people who identify as mothers. If you don't have children, enjoy your weekend. We will be back here today
Doing a bonus.
doing the main for
The
next
main.
week
The main Jesus, I can't get it together.
around, what did you say, 11:30, 12?
Lemon dirty. okay.
11:30 Pacific Standard Time. We'll be back here doing the main episode.
main,
So
yes.
if y'all ain't doing nothing, come back and visit with us. We're gonna talk Dave Chappelle. We're gonna talk
Meg the
Drake.
Stallion.
We're gonna talk Meg the Stallion.
The boy. What did the boy do?
He DM'd that man's wife.
Oh man.
We're gonna
the
talk
petty
about that
king.
all in about 2 hours.
Yes.
So y'all go wash up,
Actually do some work.
take a crap. Go talk to your employees or your coworkers because you should be doing something. You working remote.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do. We'll see y'all soon. All right. Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.